All right, what is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. You already know what time it is. Gang. We in this thing. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to be a part of the crew. Smash that like button, see what it do, y'all. Okay, so today's October 19th, but we're gonna do the transits for tomorrow, which is gonna be the day of the full moon. So all those little seeds that y'all been planting, hopefully it grows into a tree and not some weeds. Okay, and we're not talking about the type that you could smoke. We talking about the type to where you just got a filthy little garden, honey. Okay, so tomorrow correlates to the number 8, dealing with change, transformation, death, rebirth. Okay, so make sure y'all is prepared out here in these streets, because there will be situations to where if you're one of the chosen ones, people will be trying to gaslight you in order to bring out the bad side of you. So it's one of those things to where if you're not able to maintain your energy, just stay the fuck in the house and relax, because motherfuckers will try you. Okay? All right. Um so for tomorrow we have the moon is in Aries, sextile Jupiter and Aquarius. Okay? So if you're on the good side of this energy, you're going to realize that you vibrate higher than others. You're going to have a passion to pursue your life goals. It's going to lead to you making more progress in your life. You're going to have a desire to achieve more. And it's one of those things where, shoot, you might even take on a leadership role at work if you haven't already. And it's one of those things where you'll have people that actually sit back and listen to you and listen to what it is that you have to say, because they actually admire you. Even whenever it comes down to your haters be the main ones that admire you because they can't be you. All right. And also with the moon in Aries, sextile Jupiter and Aquarius, you're going to be in that energy of not letting unnecessary people clutter your space. And what I mean by that is, you know what unnecessary motherfuckers is, okay? People that have no reason to be up in your business, people that you don't feel like associating with, you are not going to clutter your space with their dirt. Okay, it's one of them things where we're gonna make sure that we keep our houses clean. We'll make sure that we keep our carpets clean, and we're not going to be worried about other people and what it is that they're going through. Okay, um especially if all they bring is negativity into your space. That's not somebody that you need to have around. All right, so if you're on the bad side of this energy with the moon in Aries, sextile Jupiter and Aquarius, you're going to realize that you've been working very hard to fulfill other people's happiness. So you're going to be looking to change things in terms of yourself, or wanting to change that circumstance. So you might need to be careful. And this could also be like example, if you work a job that you don't like, you might be feeling like, damn, why am I working this job? You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to please this company, but I'm not getting nothing out of it. Like, they're not acknowledging the effort that I put in. Okay, well, it's time for me to find a new job. You know what I'm saying? This could be in terms of, say for instance, this happens a lot for whenever, like, if you trying to figure out your placement in life. Like, say for instance, you just got out of high school or something like that. A lot of times you'll end up doing things in order to please your parents. And this could be in terms of career moves and things like that. So make sure, and not even just high school, this could also be an adult life too, to where you feel like you need to please your parents or do certain things in order to make them happy. So it's going to be one of those things to where you're going to start to realize that you've been doing things in order to fulfill other people's happiness, but at the end of the day, you're not happy. Um, if you're on the bad side of this energy, you might feel like you're left behind and other people are achieving more. So it might be one of those things where whenever you look on social media, you look at your friends and things like that, you sitting back like, damn, how is it that this person has this and this, they have this and they have this, and you sitting back looking at your life and you're like, man, my life isn't, I'm not where I feel like I should be. So you have to be careful whenever it comes to social media and things, because social media is one hell of a drug, honey. Okay, it's one of those things where people will put on a facade, they'll make themselves seem like they got it all together when really they don't. And it's one of those things to where we all go through circumstances, situations to where, you know what I'm saying, we might be going through some shit. But whenever you post up on social media, you look good. You know what I'm saying? You don't, but it's because you don't want everybody to know what it is that you're going through. So that's why I say you can't really pay attention to social media. You need to form your own path in life. You never know what a person's going through in terms of their circumstances. So you just need to go through shit by yourself, do things for yourself based upon your own happiness. That way you're not falling behind or trying to fulfill something that you're not able to fulfill in terms of other people's dreams, or you know what I'm saying, other people, what they think you should be doing in life and stuff like that. No, you need to make sure that you're making yourself happy, but at the same time, try to be careful, because this will be a time to where you end up putting time frames on yourself and feeling like, oh, I need to achieve this within this time frame because this person has this. But little do you know, that person's been working on that position for years now. So it's one of those things to where you need to slide into your own tax bracket, okay? Um, so this will lead to you putting more on your plate than you can handle, which is going to lead to stress, and then it's going to lead to a lot of mental clutter. So that's why I say be careful whenever it comes to watching people on social media, because you'll think that you need to achieve that or get that. You'll start to put time frames on yourself. So now you're putting more on your plate than you able to handle, and then now your ass is stressed out. Now your house is junky and dirty and full of clutter, and it's like, it didn't have to be like that. You could have just been doing things your own way, taking your own time, because we all achieve success and what it is that we desire in our own timing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have our own time and forgetting things. So it's one of those things to where you might feel like, you need to hurry up and achieve certain things, but by you rushing, all that's going to lead to is just a whole bunch of mental stress and you being dissatisfied with where it is that you are in life, or the options that you utilize in order for you to get to a certain position. So it's going to lead to regret. All right, so we got the moon in Aries opposed Mars and Libra. So if you're on the good side of this energy, you don't let other people's moods affect your actions. So say for instance, somebody's having a bad day, you're not gonna be in that energy to letting their bad day affect you. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where you see somebody having a bad day. Oh, okay, well, honey, my day went well, so let me just slide on over here because you seem to be going through some things. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of energy. Um, so also during this time with the moon in Aries opposed Mars and Libra, if you're somebody that's more passive in terms of how you communicate, you're going to be communicating a little bit more aggressively. And I mean it in terms of you're not going to let other people walk over you. You know what I'm saying? Because individuals do like to do that if they see that you are somebody that's kind of quiet, or if they see that you're somebody that's, you don't really get into shit in terms of altercations or verbal things. Because, like I said, there's people out there that just thrive and live off of drama, honey. That's all they do 24/7. So if you're on the opposite spectrum of that, you are going to have people try to gaslight you, but it's one of those things to where whenever you do communicate your feelings, it's going to be one of those, listen, mother, you know what I'm saying? Like, but in a very disrespectfully respectful type of way. So that way people know not to approach you in that type of way again. So it's going to be one of those energies to where you end up talking shit about somebody to their face and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of those things to where you keep it kind of like subliminal type of respectful, but disrespectful at the same time. That's how Libras are. Like, Libras are real ignorant, especially we got Mars and Libra. Like, that means that they're gonna get real ignorant with you. So just like leave Libras alone during this time because they'll be very disrespectful to you during this time. Like, this is Libra season and Libras don't care, so they will be very disrespectful. Just so y'all know. So if you're on the bad side of this energy in terms of the moon and Aries opposed Mars and Libra, you're gonna be the one that's getting talked about. You're gonna be the one that's that's getting disrespected to the face. Also, this is gonna be you're not able to cope with certain feelings, and it's gonna lead to you even having outbursts. Um, you might not be able to cope or deal with not having a love life, and this could be difficulty with you being alone. So you're gonna be dealing with a lot of inner frustrations during this full moon. You may it could even go as far as if you want them crazy ones. Say for instance, you had a relationship and somebody left you. You might be the type to make threats, okay? But you gotta be careful because you could end up causing your own full moon scenario to where you end up getting your ass beat or getting locked up. So be careful with what it is that you say or do during this time. All right. Next we got the moon in Aries square Pluto and Capricorn. And that's why I said be careful what you do during this time, especially if you end up approaching a Libra on that type of energy, honey. You might get your ass beat or you might get locked up. Libra's not going to play during this full moon. All right, so we got the moon in Aries square Pluto in Capricorn. If you're on the good side of this energy, you're going to know how to manage certain thoughts and feelings in order to obtain a certain position. You're going to make moves that are very calculated. You're going to keep your haters a step behind you. Only the people that are close to you will know how you move. And some of the moves that you make might not make sense to people on the outside, but it will still end in you securing what it is that you want because you made sure that certain moves you only communicated to certain individuals that you were able to trust within your circle. All right. So like they said, real G's move in silence like lasagna. If you're on the bad side of this energy, you might be frustrated that the things that you do lead to you having to put in more work. Um, you might make moves too quickly based upon feelings, and it's hard for you to plan things out because your feelings are going to be very irrational during this time. So, it might even lead to a certain goal or position that you want isn't meant for you, but you feel like it is because you see everyone doing good in terms of that position. So you might end up following another path instead of your own. And this is where we come in with Aries being very stubborn. They don't like to listen. They don't like to take time to formulate their thoughts. They like to just kind of be about that action. And unfortunately, if you're constantly about that action, what's going to happen is that action isn't going to lead to anything besides you going downhill if you're not able to calculate your thoughts in a Capricorn type of way. All right, and we also got the full moon is going to be in the sign Aries. So this is letting us know that that's why I said make sure that whatever it is that you planted in terms of your seeds actually sprout into trees and not weeds. Okay, because with the full moon in Aries, that just means there's going to be a lot of frustration, inner frustration. It could lead to you voicing that frustration. That's why I say be careful because you might end up creating your own full moon scenario and getting your ass beat or getting put in a position that you don't want to be put in. All right. You're gonna be dealing with a lot of regret. You're gonna be dealing with a lot of situations to where you feel like, you should have been the one to do this first. So it's one of those things to where Aries are kind of like Leos in a way. Um, but yeah, especially with this full moon in Aries, there's gonna be a lot of built up shit that you just gonna be dealing with if you planted some weeds and not trees. Okay. Um, if you planted trees in terms of your seeds, they turn it into trees. It's gonna be one of those things to where you're gonna see your desire and passion lead to you actually being able to accomplish certain things. You're gonna start to see things manifest even faster in your life, depending on the decisions that you make. Because a lot of decisions that you make are going to be calculated and they're going to be positive. So that's why you're going to see trees bloom and not weeds. Um, and this will also be you giving inspiration and um, motivation to other people that are close to you within your small circle. Like Big Sean said, keep your circle tight like a Cheerio, honey. Okay, can't let too many people in. But it'll be you giving inspiration to those people that are within your circle, so that way it's not just you achieving, but it's also you moving forward as a collective with whoever it is that you have in your space, whether that be in terms of relationship wise, whether it be family wise, whoever it is that you are connected with. All right, you will start to see things manifest faster for you guys, and that's pretty much it for these transits and alignments for tomorrow, October 20th. All right, so yep, that was it. Okay, I was looking at my other one. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.